Lifting their opponent back to their feet and a thunder.
He can finish opponent right here. Kicks out on the pinfall attempt.
He's not letting anyone get away with a lazy pin.
Oh, a spear.
I think Jay's making a great addition to this family's legacy with that kind of brutal impact.
Jay is feeling it. The end's in sight.
The sleeper hold is cinched in. Time to go night-night.
Sleeper makes it to the ropes, and the hold must be broken. Will it be? He gets the fall, and is one step closer to winning this.
Here is your winner, main event, Jay Uso!
Here's hoping these superstars have plans to pace themselves, because the next stage of hell is incoming.
And this series could be determined sooner rather than later in quite the fitting match type, the I Quit match.
As this war rages on, and as we enter our next battlefield, the second stage of hell.
And after all that's been done already, getting somebody to say I quit could be easier than you think.
Gosh.
Well executed suplex.
Oh! There it is! Reversal! DDT! That's one of my all-time favorites. The octopus.
Refusing to give up here.
Refusing to quit. This might be pride. It might be stupidity.
Inverted suplex. And I'm sure Jay's bloodline didn't like what they saw there.
Stirring back to his feet, but he might not know where he is. Misses on the springboard. He has his target weighed and measured. Quick thinking right there.
Jumping clothesline! What agility! From the top, elbow drop. Good Lord! Oh, kick right to the gut. That'll turn your lights out.
He saw that one coming.
Oh, he timed that counter well. Spear!
I think Jay's making a great addition to this family's legacy with that kind of brutal impact. Say goodnight. Sleeper hold is applied. Having his will.
And that is it.
Quitting here, but living to fight another day.
Here is your winner, main event, Jay Uso!
Two back-to-back wins will end this without us ever having seen our third match type.
A truly dominant performance under some of the most challenging circumstances imaginable. This is how you conquer the stages of hell.
The following is a men's War Games match. The rules of the match are as follows. 2 teams will be contained in separate cages, with 1 member of each team starting the match. At regular intervals, alternating members from each team will be released to enter the match. The team with the advantage will be the first to have a member released into the match. Once all competitors have entered, War Games officially begins. The match can be won by pinfall or submission. Exiting the cage will result in a forfeit. Now, let the war...
The crowd on their feet.
I suppose this is when you'd like me to make a yeet joke, a yeet pun? Well, it ain't gonna happen. Jey Uso, very impressive superstar, though.
Introducing first, representing the Usos, from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 242 pounds, 1/2 of the World Tag Team Champions,
Now is not the time to feel oozy. It is time for War Games, and there is no one better to set it off than main event Jey Uso.
Started off War Games for the Bloodline in his first War Games match. That night he went the distance and scored the pinfall that won the match for his family. Now, can Jey Uso repeat that main event performance tonight?
The Ring General making his imposing march to the ring.
A man with technical expertise that dissects the human body.
From Vienna, Austria, weighing in at 250 pounds, Gunther!
There is perhaps no greater challenge than the one this man is about to face. War Games, one of the most brutal contests a superstar could find themselves in.
And he has plenty of cause for concern because shortly after that bell rings, he'll find himself outnumbered.
Well, he's got 2 rings worth of room to work with. But in War Games, there are no easy answers or surefire solutions.
Time for him to put on a show, man. He's more than ready to perform.
First 2 competitors in War Games facing off against each other, setting the pace to kick things off.
These first few minutes of the match are crucial, Cole. If you're going to end up at a numbers disadvantage soon, this is the time to even the odds before the next competitor even has a chance to come in. On the other hand, if you're going to end up with the advantage, then you have the opportunity to wound your prey sooner rather than later.
Absolutely, Corey. These opening moments are so important, so vital in a match like this. Good night. And with an onslaught of strikes like that, it's clear they have nothing but punishment on their mind. Oh, hip drop to the gut.
And over to the other ring he goes.
Clubbing blow. Jey avoids the offense.
Well-executed takedown.
And he manages to escape just in the nick of time.
He finds a counter for Jey. Boom! Read that one.
A chain of reversals here. Every motion getting cut off.
Gunther now with momentum.
Gonna be hard to stop Gunther here.
The crowd is counting it down. Next entry will tip the scales in their team's favor. Jey puts a stop to that.
Super kick!
Freed from the cage and heading toward the ring to give their team the upper hand.
Hold on a second. Could be a matter of time. Submission being locked in. Submission hold, folding up the back.
Trying to find a way out, using his power to escape.
Nasty stomp of the arm.
Ooh.
Boom. Oh, God.
Oh, and a rear super kick. From behind, nasty. Gales over the big punch. Oh, give me one big yeet. Oh, yeah. Followed up by...
Ooh, and he stops that offense.
Oh, catches a kick to the face.
Avoided any damage there.
Oh, nothing fancy with that boot.
Oh, no, trapping the arm. Vicious stomps to the hand.
We're seconds away from these teams being at even strength.
Breaking loose and marching down to tip the scales here.
Spear!
Searching under the ring, thinking something there can give their team a boost.
He definitely knows how to come prepared for war. This is how you even the odds.
He's going down to the apron. He must certainly have a plan here.
Brilliant strategy. Even odds weren't good enough, and they just added a bit of insurance with that weapon. He might be the smartest man in the ring right now, ensuring himself a bit of an edge.
This could do it.
What a shot. Did you guys feel the rumble from that impact?
That was a powerbomb with one message in mind: absolute destruction.
And in just a moment, the numbers advantage set to come into play here.
Smacked in the face with a kick.
Just going all out with every blow.
Out of the small holding cage to only make way toward the beaches of... Oh, there's a submission on the way. It's in.
Officially tipping the...
Oh, look at this. He's trying to turn it. He does. Turns the pressure.
To the face. What a redirect.
Those elbows. Drop kick.
Great athleticism.
With the doorjab.
Just tossing him clear to the other ring, warts and all.
Down on the ground, pummeled by that hammer. Back elbow completely cuts the neck. Oh, that shot is certainly stopping.
Runs the same, but it's so strong. Roman Reigns tapping into that magic.
John Henry swinging a hammer like that. Repeated hits like that are going to add up very quick. Plenty of damage being dealt here.
Mere seconds away.
Here we go.
Let's applaud the efforts of these men tonight. This has been an incredible back and forth affair.
A true seesaw battle, and somehow it's not over yet.
Applies the clutch with the body lock. This could end soon.
Locked up in this. Ludwig.
Reigns is in deep peril here.
Needs to escape and does. Gets free from that painful hold.
So just digging with each of these shots. Something about this is starting to feel way more personal. Just took a very unpleasant trip from ring to ring.
Getting sent to the turnbuckles.
decade. Clock counting down. A sigh of relief can surely be breathed once the next competitor enters.
And with this next entrant unleashed, the numbers game will vanish.
They're quick to the counter.
Devastating punch right to the face.
Jimmy with the kick is nothing but
Reigns was waiting for that.
he didn't without that one.
A clash of counters, and these superstars did their homework.
Manages to land a big headbutt.
Running counter. Logan
Going viral with the frog splash.
Jimmy with a cause for alarm.
Taking things to the top. Logan Paul.
Frog splash. Logan Paul turned his lights off. Reigns bounces into a guillotine choke. Huge punch.
A stiff kick.
Going in for the win here.
Save made by the teammate.
Not a moment too soon.
Just a battering strike.
Reversal.
Could be nap time.
Russo with the punch. Yeet.
And we see Zayn.
Serious jeopardy for Theory.
And into the cover. He breaks the pin, keeping his team in this one.
From the top.
Great thinking and dodging there.
Sharp knee. This could be the end for Roman.
Oh, breaking up the pin. Gets underneath and into the arm drag.
There it is. The spear.
Looking for the pin, but was that enough?
He comes to the rescue for his team. And now we have Paul.
A savage headbutt.
Big right hand. Having a little bit of fun now.
Cross the shoulders.
Gunther's got the shoulders down for the win. And a strong kick out in one.
His resiliency on another level. This match on another level. I am truly at a loss for words here.
Then it's Theory.
Using his legs to create some space. So ruthless. The ring general showing off his power.
And Sammy is countered. He's going up.
Starting from above.
Take him.
What a claw. Spinning kick to the gut.
Spear.
And staying with it into the cover.
2 count. He kicks out at 2.
This has been a hard-fought match that calls on.
This could be it. He could win it all here. And stopping the pin there. But meanwhile, here's Kaiser.
Say goodnight. Sleeper holds the blind.
Submission locked in tight. He's got to find a way out of this.
I'm sure he's trying, but as you just said, Cole, that hold is locked in tight.
He makes the choice to abandon the hold.
And he evades sudden, swift, and brutal impact.
Roman, he's setting it up. He's setting it up.
Superman punch.
And continuing to focus the in there off the cover. And looking at Jey Uso. Finally, monumental victory. We've got some time to take another look at some of the highlights from that one.
here are your winners. The team of Jey Uso, Roman Reigns, Jimmy Uso, and Sami Zayn.
Another spectacular War Games match ending in a big victory for this team.
This is what War Games is all about. There were points where I wasn't sure how this was going to end, but I knew this team was going to win all along.